This is an interior climate-controlled safe room in building number 2417. In 70 years of operation, the American Museum of Science and Energy has collected quite a number of artifacts, of which only a few are currently displayed. Set on top of dozens of sliding shelves are boring gray boxes. Hundreds of them! Okay, just dozens. And they're not boring. Still, as you'll see, sometimes the small boxes yield the biggest treasures. This may look like a sea of gray boxes, but we actually have a database of all of the artifacts that are in these boxes. And today we have permission to be here. It's a pretty special day. We have Dirk, our classified analyst, with us, who will tell us what we can and can't show. And what I'm hoping to find in here, just kind of randomly, is some really interesting artifacts today. Let's have a look. I had visited this space once before and gave the classification folks a lot to sort through so that we could get this sneak peek into some of the AMSI archives and collections. Believe it or not, there are still items and images in these boxes that are still deemed sensitive. Now this is really cool. This is a game that was made right here in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. It's the Game of Atoms, made by engineers from here. So we're going to take all of these over to another room that our classification analyst says that we can use to unbox all of this. Let's go. Up and atom. This is the one that I'm very excited about. This is the Up and Atom game, which was developed by two chemical engineers who worked on the Manhattan Project, and they started this immediately after the war was over. Now it says learn to play in 15 minutes. I have read the instructions for this game, and I'm not sure I could learn to play this game in about a year. This game is clearly developed by engineers, chemists, and other scientists, and they think in a way that we mortals just don't. This game is so cool. It's such a shame that it's really not in better condition. We're going to stabilize it, take care of it, conserve it, and put it back on the shelves. Now, these two boxes were on the same shelf. I really not sure what we're going to look at here, because they do not have records. So we're going to see what's in here, and wow, looks like this was probably a gift to the museum of some model airplanes from World War II. There's some really interesting designs down here. Let's see if we can't dig through this for one moment. Ah yes, this one's very cool. Let's see what's in this other box. I'm really hoping it's something to do with the nuclear navy, since we have that new exhibit going up. And it's more planes. Now here we definitely have some larger planes, like this British bomber, I believe, and then this enormous Liberator. We can use this for research projects. Sometimes we just find cool stuff that people have made. Recently we even got a children's book that was written during the Manhattan Project. The director wanted to stump me with these boots, but I found them fascinating because they were made in a place I lived for some time, Melbourne, Australia. I've seen the descendants of these woolly war effort providers. When I first saw these, I was instantly transported to those hillsides and the sight of those sheep. The albums of these pictures really bring to life what the museum used to be like, before even the museum was what most people remember from when they were children. This is the original museum. This is what was conceived of by people who had actually lived here during the Manhattan Project, so that they could teach their children about what they went through and what the future would hold for everybody. Okay, this one is pretty heavy. I have a vague idea of what we might expect in this one, which is a lot of things. So let's take out some of this padding, and then we'll pull them out and see what we have. Ooh, an excellent selection. So this is the Army and Navy, I believe, Excellence in Production Award. That was given to factories that did a great job during the war. History is real-life time travel. These boxes are treasure troves of personal artifacts. Some of these things were carried in some way for years and into top secret discussions. These are the commonplace items of a people involved in the world's greatest technological industrialization. Ancient AMSI swag is always cool. Well, this was a real treat today. This is one of the few times that DOE has let us bring cameras into this facility, and we found some real treasures. Looking forward to doing that again. Until then, we really appreciate you joining us, and I've got to get back to work.